Well, here we are, a winter's day. It looks like a summer's day. Look at the sun shining on our sails over there, look. Well, they're not real sails. So let's have a little walk around and have a look at the plot and see what I've done to prepare it for winter, really. The outside bit, the hanging baskets are gone. And it's all looking just a little bit sad. There's a little note there just to cheer you up, look. I think I can see signs of bulbs coming up under the hedge here, and you see that. They're probably daffs or bluebells. So let's have a squidge on rain then. Oh, we've got bulbs coming up in there, look. I think they were just bits of rubbish I just stuck in there. Now then, you remember these had dahlias growing in them. Well, I've taken them out and I've put in tulips and daffodils with a lot of the leaf mould that I've done and sieved. Now the baskets that were outside, I've put them inside in here. Let's have a quick look. There you go. Because it looks like they're going to put on new growth. I think it's because we've had a few warm days. I'm also going to try keeping a pepper through the winter, look, a couple. I did it once, but there wasn't, the pepper plant that I managed to save didn't get any peppers on it. Then our patio, I've done a few more bulbs in tubs there. Look, oh, I've been making leaf mould. This is 2 years old, this stuff, and look, I've sieved it and I've added a bit of sand, and look at that, and it's gorgeous. And now that'd be sterile. There won't be any, so I can use that now for seed compost, or for seed compost. Well, starting seeds off. And outside here, it's all looking a little bit sad, even though the last couple of days have been warm. And things are starting to put a little bit of flower, but they will now go inside in here. There's nothing in here now, or apart from a couple of where I took some cuttings of the geraniums, and they're coming on good, look. And I've still got a load of peppers and stuff. So that just wants a good old tidy up. Right, so and the outside here, most of these lobelia have all finished. So I'll probably redo all of those. Need a lot of pot and compost for it though, innit? I've taken some cuttings of figs, because people have asked me and they said, oh, I wouldn't mind a fig tree. So I'm like, well, I'll take some cuttings. Try. Oh, and I've made a plan. There we go. You might say I'm a bit sad, but there you go. At least I know where I'm going to put everything, and it probably won't work out anyway. In the greenhouse, there's still some peppers. I've cut them off. Look, they're actually putting on a bit of growth. You can just see it. Whether they will survive the winter or not, I don't know. And I've still got a few tomatoes in here, which I'm hoping will ripen up. That's only so that I can boast that I've got a tomato at Christmas. It's only next week. Then I've got some broad beans which I sowed. They've been there about a fortnight and they're just showing, as are the peas, look. So let's have a squidge on rain the whole site now to see what's what. I've still got a few peppers in the under that glass there. I mean the forecast today is 14 degrees. There's a couple of green peppers there. I think they'll end up just being picked like that. Garlic, that's doing really well. That's the Isle of Wight garlic this end, and the giant garlic at the other end, doing well. Marigolds just keep on coming, don't they? Strawberries, I cut them all off at grain level, earthed it up, moved some of them that were the runners to make up the rows, and they've all recovered and they're looking good. Then my beetroot plot is nearly finished. The spinach is just hanging in there. Parsnips, there's some really nice parsnips down there, hidden away. There we go. There we are, look at that. That's just dying to be dug up, ready for Christmas. There's quite a few there. Then these beetroot, they are really at the end. They were, this was the early lot, and the ones that are left there are really just scratchy bits. Then the leeks, I'm well pleased with these. Remember they went to seed on a previous video, and what I did was I cut them off at grain level, and what they've done is they've sprouted out several leeks out of the same root system. So there we go, look, there's 4 there. So I'm going to, well, I'm not going to take any there, but out of that lot there will be some really nice ones at Christmas. Then this was a late sown load of beetroot, and they're doing good. They're going to see me through the winter now. Oh, I can't really see down there. There's a lot of rubbish, a lot of weeds, but in there somewhere are some beetroot. There we go. There we go. And it's at the moment they're just a bit bigger than golf ball size, but they swell up. So they're looking good. So let's move on round. Oh, the wind is a bit chilly, but it's not a bad temperature here today, considering we're only just a week away from Christmas. I haven't pruned the grapevines yet. Now I'm waiting for a bit more frost. But I put peas in straight in the grain, doing lovely. Look at that. Quite a few of them are showing. Hopefully they won't get eaten off by slugs. This mild weather might encourage the slugs to come up, but I'm hoping that I'll end up with a nice row or 2 rows of peas. Most of those peas were ones that I simply saved from last time, from this year. The ones when I pulled peas up and picked them all, there were some that had dried on the plant, so I saved them. Tomatoes and peppers in here, they really have had it, haven't they? I've got a few tomatoes there I can pick, but I think what's left there, that's chutney. And there's a few peppers there, look. I might just leave them and see. The whole of this week is supposed to be mild, like 14 degrees. Well, we'll see. Oh, the compost heap that's there, I'm digging that out. That's going to fill up my beds, my raised beds. Let's go on round then. Oh, a daisy. Let's go round. And that wind is a bit, and that traffic's annoying too. Right, next bed is the shallots, and they're doing well. I did put in here some peas, proper bought packet peas, and that's the result. Nothing much at all. I've got about 6 plants on them, and I've got 1 plant over there. They must have just got, oh no, well, 2 plants. They must have got eaten off by slugs. But the shallots are doing well. So then we goes on to the onion bed, and I've got Radar and Tornado doing okay. And then I'm going to put in here spring onions. Then my bath that I had the melon in, I've just got a couple of buckets that had potatoes in, and they're just drying out. And eventually all the soil that's in there will come out and go onto the asparagus, which all needs cutting down. I'll cut it down, and then I'll save the tops to put around the strawberries. So then we're coming on to, that's the grapevines. Now this is their 2nd year, so I'm hoping to get just a couple of bunches of grapes on there. The black currant's got buds on. Then I'll sow some very late carrots and some more peas, which didn't come to much. But these late carrots, they might survive, they might not. You got to go for it, haven't you? And now, and let's move on to the next bed. Now I've labelled the beds up so that I can remember. So when I'm working here, I'm thinking, oh no, I've got broccoli there or whatever, and this one's going to be broccoli and cabbage and stuff. So I've limed it. It does look like the lime's a bit lumpy. That's because my bag of lime got wet. So I'll just put it out. It's got all winter to sort itself out. Then that one's going to be pumpkins. As you can see, I've written pumpkins, cross here squash and sweet corn. So that'll be the Three Sisters method, where I plant the sweet corn and then I'll put the squash in between, and then that gives them a little bit of shade. Right at the very end there, I've got some broad beans now. Look, they're doing good. Now they were straight in. I've noticed some of the leaves have been eaten, but generally speaking they're looking quite healthy. The fig tree, I've pruned the fig tree. I really don't know if I've done the right thing. Then the let's move on round now, because as you can see, that bed where the cabbages is going to go is wooden sides. This bed is paving slab sides, and I've got some more paving slabs, so that as and when the broccolis are finished, I can turn that into a stone-sided one as well. Then that's going to last me forever, because I'm getting old. I've had to put some wire over the top and all sorts of tinkly things to keep the pigeons off. But they're looking good, and I've got some really nice sprouts in here somewhere for Christmas. They're in there somewhere. There we go. And looking good for Christmas. I ought to take some of them leaves off. Then let's move along, and now you can see how I'm making the pathways. Look, I'm putting shingle in between. Luckily I can get the shingle. And then I've made up another bed. Look, that's me parsnips and leeks are going to go there. Another one here, and so on. There's me shingling buckets. If ever you see pebble dashing done, or get to know a plasterer, when they finish they sweep it up and it all goes in the bin. Then you goes and collect it. So that's the plot. There's me sweet potatoes are going to go here. I've made a bit there that it's going to be my carrots, and you can see I've been putting some sand on there. And there's been some compost put in there, but the time next spring comes, when they get sown, I shall put some broad beans in there, the ones that's in the greenhouse. Then when they come out, it'll be carrots. But I shall sow the carrots with my method. You need to look back with the method of putting rows of sand in to get me the straight roots. Okay, and then the grapevines here I haven't pruned yet, but they're going to have a serious pruning, as are the fruit trees. I've made a desperate attempt to grow strawberries that the woodlice can't get at, and as you can see, they're in a tray. The problem with that is remembering to water them. Water will lay up in the tray. I've put holes in about an inch or so up, and then those bits of pipe in guttering. Hopefully the woodlice won't crawl around it, it's too smooth. So that's the plot. I've still got lettuce under the glass here in my high frame, and I've got a few carrots. Those carrots are going to be good for Christmas dinner. The pond has still got a leak in at that level. Oh, how's the bees? Morning, ladies. Oh yes, they're out, look. This one just came out just then. Oh well, let's hope. And then I've got, tongue-in-cheek, right behind here, in those bins, I've got some potatoes. There's one actually growing out in between the glass. You never know, you see, if the weather stays mild, they will produce. So, there's the plot. It looks a mess, but then it always does this time of year. I suppose when I have got it all done and got all my raised beds done and the path between and so on, it should look alright. It should look tidy, but then who looks at it apart from me? Oh, yeah, you do as well. All I can say is, Happy Christmas, everybody. See you next year. Bye.